What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling excellent today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just astronomical, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Harrison has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. I tell you, since moving the mic, I have to be very mindful of these flailing limbs. It's fine. But Cancer, the purpose of this channel are for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based upon our ruler here, the good old moon. And I'll talk about what sign this is Rhonda. I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in when she's going void of courses, all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, Cancer, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, never force reading on a situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Oh, it's fine. Not as smooth as I would have liked that, Cancer, but we're going to keep moving on. And Cancer, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. And Cancer, happy Jupiter Day. Hope you're feeling expansive, feeling abundant, ready to just try new opportunities and things. Jupiter rules over Thursdays, Cancer. And if not Cancer, that gives you something to reflect on because the moon is going void of course today. Love that. And with the void of course, Cancer, the moon's gonna go void of course at about 5:24 p.m. tonight, and that will be Eastern time. And then she'll be moving from Libra into the intensive energies of Scorpio on Friday at about 7:39 a.m. So we're looking at about a 14-hour, 15-minute void of course time there, Cancer. And the void of course energy is when the moon forms her last or final major aspect with the planets and then just kind of wanders for a little bit, just kind of goes out and recharges her batteries. And that's what she invites you to do, Cancer, because the moon does, and we being such emotional energies, Cancer, we take on or can take on the emotions of those around us. It's because of that sensitivity. And so it's nice to just kind of check in and just kind of recharge and recenter yourself. Find balance here after all the relationships. I love that, how that ties in with the Libra nicely. And just pay attention to how your relationships with others does make you feel, and even relationships with environments and different things like that there, Cancer, how those energies affect you and how that fluctuate or when that fluctuation happens. And also to Cancer, with the void of course, you may notice that your plans may be subject to unexpected changes, and also that your or that people may be less likely to make decisions during this time. So just another thing to just to kind of contemplate there, Cancer. And then we're in a still kind of in that last quarter phase energy in Libra, Cancer. And this is a really great energy for seeing how whatever download that you got during this last new moon, wherever you're, however you connect with source and wanted you to make space and grow, how has that affected your relationships? Have we had to let go of some people? Have we gained new people in that? What is that looking like there? Because you know, the last quarter or third quarter can be this kind of tying up loose ends as well. And I feel are there any sort of conversations as we get ready to move on to this next lunar cycle? Are there any sort of things that we've left unfinished? Any sort of old energies that are kind of dragging us, or that we may be dragging into this new lunar cycle here? How has, and this might be too, Cancer, this tying up loose ends, maybe we've had a situation where bridges may have been burned, possibly. And I feel it's how do you find forgiveness for yourself and for that person in that situation if you can't have that conversation at this point in time. And I feel to reflect, Cancer, with this energy of that, however a relationship goes, whether it's, positive or negative, or just however it goes, that it served a purpose. And it doesn't matter, I feel like, if it's someone that you happen to meet for 5 seconds or if you happen to meet for 5 years. They all play an intricate part and role in balancing you, Cancer. There's, these interactions of energies, I feel like, are, they help to polish yourself in a sense there, Cancer, with this Libra energy. And I also feel too, Cancer, that because Libra is a very artistic sign as well, one that is about beauty. And because you, with Venus, the Empress, Venus is not just about that, just being beautiful, but she appreciates art. She has a love for beauty and spreading that around because it brings this harmony, brings this inspiration. And I feel that this energy can even be ones of how can we let go, because this is where the moon forms her second kind of conflicting aspect with the sun. But now it's like, what things can we let go to allow ourselves to bring more beauty into the world? How can we clear, what sort of things can we just make space for? Because that's what the Empress is about to me. Think about even that relationship between her and Mars. Mars can bring that discord and chaos and destruction in order for Venus to come through and balance and harmonize that. So just a little something too. This very, very interesting combination with the moon in Libra. I like when the moon's in Libra. But last couple of things there, Cancer. These readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching their Cancer. Very different perspectives, different, very unique ways that they go about doing their readings, and I feel like they bring very, very valuable insights, Cancer. And also, too, there's some links for a couple of astrologers that I like watching. Each have a very unique take on how they go about things. And also, there's some links, some sources for some apps that I'm working with. I'm going to be adding more to that stuff, Cancer, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into your general energy of the day there, Cancer. And look at this, Cancer. I like that. Look at this. Forward motion, Chariot energy right here. You got the change and progress card here, Cancer. And I like this because I feel this is a great energy to take into the new moon cycle that's getting ready to happen in Capricorn here in a little less than a week now, Cancer. And this is going to be a really nice energy. And one thing I'm going to start doing is kind of talking about aspectually what's going on as well, because when this new moon is happening, just a little spoiler alert, Cancer, that there is a lot of conversation going on with the planets. All of the planets are in some sort of aspect with one another during this new moon phase that's happening there. So it's a lot of big energy. And I feel like it's not letting just, because Capricorn is about that accomplishment. Their energy is one that they realize that things take time, that we want that instant gratification, with where things are at. We get things so immediate now, but Capricorn is that reminder of that, is that awareness of time, and not to just be patient, but to be proactive with that time as well, because where things may take a long time to get there, there also is a finite amount of time that we can do. We can't, it's not going to be just like, oh, well, once we get to that point, everything's going to just come together. There is charting that progress that we have along with this as well there, Cancer. And I feel that, and I like this too because it seems like this person here has been maybe stuck in this pond for a while. And it's like this new path has opened up here. And I feel like when you kind of take a moment and process how you've changed and how you have progressed there, Cancer, that keeps that motivation going there. Because, Libra energy is one that can need that sense, that needs that validation from someone else in order to get that sense of balance, in order to make those decisions. It can be an indecisive energy for the moon to be in. And I feel that this is a reminder too that there are points where relationships help propel us forward. There is that relationship. We can't forget about that relationship with ourselves. And that's where, when you think about even Libra's opposite sign, Aries, that's where they can learn from each other. Aries is one that can learn from Libra the value of help from others and not just shouldering everything by themselves, but they teach Libra that there is time where you need to be independent, where you need to stand up to be the leader and to take charge in authority over your changes there, Cancer. But I like this, Cancer. This is some nice energy here. Let's get some tarot on this and get some detail. Oh, all right. Wow. The energies aren't playing around today. I'm with it. Oh, you got a lot of heat here, Cancer. Love it. Hold on. Yeah. All right, Cancer. I dig this. All these lovely ladies here. So you have the Star card, the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands. You see what I mean? And the Queen of Swords here, Cancer. And I feel because this is a lot of movement here. This feels to me that when you find yourself in a sort of, when you get over a hurdle here, because that's what this Ten of Wands feels like, Cancer, that we're getting ready to have some sort of breakthrough here, that we've gotten this sense of inspiration from the universe. Aquarius energy, the Star card here, is that connection to the higher mind, and it's in that connection that we're able to manifest in order to come up with, to make change and to progress. And I feel this Queen of Swords here is that when you do find yourself burdened in things, and because it's taking a moment and being inquisitive with that. It's not just going and forcing the energies to move here, because the Queen of Wands at a lower vibration can be aggressive, can be pushy. Aries energy, for me, this can be, and she can want to move the energies along and force them, but look how this witch is making things. This tornado seems to be getting bigger and kind of out of control here, Cancer. And sometimes I feel that there is this pocket here is giving me this almost emperor energy, in a sense of like knowing when to instinctually and intuitively make a move and when to rest there, Cancer, when to reflect on what's been burdening us. Are there certain relationships that are holding us down there, or and this could be maybe relationships with, not with people, maybe with maybe substances, or any sort of even like escapist type of things there, Cancer. And I do feel for some, though, because the Star card can be a card of unexpected help, and maybe we've been in our Aries energy, in a sense. Maybe we've been trying to take things on by ourselves there, and there's a need here to maybe kind of open yourself up to some help, to someone that can maybe provide a different perspective for you to get these energies moving again here, Cancer, if that's something that might be resonating with you here. But the Star card, Aquarius, is that looking to the future, seeing the potential in something here, and not being afraid, I feel, or letting the idea of it being a lot of work here deter you. I do feel there's this, as you begin to explore these new endeavors and things, Cancer, you learn how to move. You get stronger, because the Queen of Wands is a very powerful queen. Probably one of the, she's very strong manifestation type of energy, very huge creative potential with her. I mean, she's the only queen. She's tamed a dragon, but see, it's not where she's forcing it, though. There's this cooperation here that's happening between her and the divine, in a sense, there, Cancer. Her tapping into this really inherent kind of power within her to produce change and things. So, oh, I'll call him Cancer. My candle went out. But then that's something to think about there, Cancer. And I feel too, it's remembering, Cancer, that change and progress. Just thinking with the Ten of Wands, that pressure will always be there. it's like you can it's like you can work out, like this is an analogy that's been kind of coming up here lately. It's like you can work out, and when you first start it seems unbearable. You start doing, like, let's say you're running like a mile, and then you go to, later down the line, you change, you progress, you're running 3 miles. And granted, sure, it's gotten a lot longer, and honestly it's gotten a little bit harder, but you've developed new skills along with that. And so I feel like it's, I don't know, you put these intentions out and you see how or feel where that you wanted to grow, and it just, like, it all just kind of comes together very, very smoothly there, Cancer. But let me get some more on this. Hmm. Absolutely. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, more heat. Interesting. All right, Cancer. So you have the Hermit here, the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Cups here. I feel with this, Cancer, I feel that for some, if you're feeling in this state of, because the Nine of Wands can be this kind of burnt out energy, kind of feeling just, you're just really kind of depleted here. You've been trying to get something moving there, and no matter what you do, just the work doesn't quite seem to produce the results that we wanted here. I feel that with the, it's like with this interesting with the Hermit and the Page of Cups here, it's almost giving me this sort of like back to the drawing board type of energy here. Just reflecting on why is it that we feel that things aren't moving the way that we want to there? What decisions, Lovers energy, have we been making, and have they been in in sync with or in resonance with where we really want to go, with where our higher selves are trying to get us to their, Cancer? Because the Lovers card for me could be like your higher self kind of winking at you there. And I feel for some, if we've been like how this witch has all these wands that are kind of burnt out here, I feel this is like, when you kind of get to where you're banging your head against the wall there and it seems like nothing's moving, you're trying to force something, that can get us to a hanged man situation where we ended up, how do I want to put this, Cancer? Because I feel when things aren't moving, or where it can feel like there are these blockages in things, that's higher self trying to get you to pause for a second there, Cancer. And it's okay to pause. And I feel that there's this fear that if we pause and sit with these things, afraid of possibly what will come up. It's very interesting, Cancer. But hold on, let me get my thoughts together. But it just kind of feels that in order to make progress here with these energies, it feels like that if we've noticed the decisions that we make and haven't been getting us forward, then there's a need, I feel like, for a change of perspective, to kind of ask ourselves, and our guides would then kind of put that out in the universe, like, where am I meant to go? What am I meant to be doing? Because you are your higher self there, Cancer. This is not someone controlling you there. This is you kind of seeing you from a higher vantage point there, while you're trying to navigate and learn these lessons in this realm here. And and I like this too, because even Libra, we've been getting on a stronger, more kind of a broader scale, that relationship with Source. How do you connect with your with your spirit guides. Their Cancers through God, through Buddha, through the ancestors, through the angels, through finding that unique sense of self. Because we're moving into that that higher mind energy with Pluto getting ready to move into Aquarius, the Sun getting ready to move into Aquarius. Is going to be a very illuminating type of time there, and yeah, I feel just overall Cancer. I just feel that there's this need. I feel like too, for you've just noticed this block, a need to just kind of shift where things are going a little bit. As far as like, maybe it's just like maybe we need to take a moment and pause and let things just kind of happen there. Find I don't know. It's like finding something else to occupy this time because I keep getting this kind of forcing energy. So, and it's just like when are things gonna be ready to go? And I just feel like it's one of those things you'll just know, Cancer. If you've just been, I don't know, it's like this built up energy is what I'm feeling, and it's just like it's ready to take action, and it's just like I don't know, Cancer. It's like something's was like we may be resisting something here, but I think I'm gonna pull out of that something to think about there, Cancer. But let's get some advice from Venus. See what's going on. And remember too, with the Page of Cups there, Cancer. Ooh, there's hubby, King of Swords. But thank you. And just kind of feeling with the Page of Cups too, remembering that you are the artist of your story there, Cancer. Oh, stop! Is that the Cancer? You are the artist of your own story. You can chart your progress, however you Cancer, because we're about to lose it. So hold on, let me. What's happening? Oh, and Capricorn. All right, so it's fine, Cancer, because this is a nice little finisher here. I'm trying to not lose it because Cancer, the Chariot is here. And then you have the Devil, the Tower here, Mars energy, the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Swords, Cancer. And then let's switch back over. Because I feel with this thing, with this energy here, that the Tower is it's like how we were talking about the relationship with Venus in the Tower. The Tower is destroying, really making paths for you in a sense. Not really destroying. It's in a sense destroying old foundations that are no longer serving you for a purpose. Keeping the things that work, but getting rid of what doesn't. And I feel that the things that don't resonate with you that have been affecting your energies, Cancer, have kind of been coming to the forefront here. They've been kind of bubbling up. You got this volcano that's kind of this that's steeping in the background there, and I feel that when it comes to change and what we need to, sometimes we can be so focused on what we're giving up in a sense when we're embodying this change, that we can seeing how she's focusing on these three cups that have spilled, that we can forget about the cornucopia that's coming behind you there, Cancer. And when it comes to, especially for us, Cancer, when it comes to which way to go, left or right, what feels right, what feels like is going to get you to your highest vibration. And listen, in this feelings, there may be discomfort at first. There might be this fear, there might be this nervousness. That's not to say that we shy away from it, but we need to think about it and that's why I feel like the King and Queen of Swords are kind of coming into their, Cancer. It's having feeling where to go, but not letting the feelings keep you from challenge, from feeling that sense of pressure, that 10 of Wands, in a sense, keep you from starting something new here with the Page of Pentacles, because it's something that I feel like it's going to be work, it's going to be hard. Capricorn energy, the devil's that reminder that no matter what we're doing, Cancer, there are always going to be, it's hard work, it's an uphill battle, and the hill's just going to keep getting taller. You know, the summit just doesn't end, but that's not meant to deter you. It's meant to keep you pushing because you're working towards your highest vibration, and that's high, Cancer. You're a very powerful being. And it's, you know, and I just feel too, Cancer, that it's like this chariot can only stay stuck between this way or that way for so long. You know, there's, because I feel even too with this that we're maybe this fear that we're making the wrong decision there, Cancer, or, but know that it all was meant to happen for this particular reason. Everything happens again for a reason. And there's something else I want to say with this, Cancer. Yes, I don't know. It's like something. It everything happens for a reason, and it's. I had a more eloquent way of putting this, but it's essentially, Cancer, hindsight is 2020. I think I'm gonna leave that there, though. There's something that it's gonna be good, Cancer. I promise. But Cancer, if anything resonated with you, or if you like that, give it a thumbs up, and share this, Cancer, because I like this, because this is giving me a lot of forward momentum. And you know, when I'm thinking about this too, how interesting. Mars, the tower, just entered into Capricorn today, or is going to be entering today. I had to check what time, but yeah, Mars is just entering this time, and now this is a time where the energies are kind of going forward there, Cancer. But Mars is getting it because Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So, granted, we might feel this, and that might be something too, Cancer. What if we've been feeling these delays in things and energies, are can be a part of that, can be these squares that are getting ready to form with this Mars energy with our Cancerian placement. So that's another thing to consider too. But so share that with someone there, Cancer, and then subscribe there, you chariot. Hit that bell button, get notified on all these videos each day. And then last little bit there, Cancer, check your sun, moon, rising, again, Venus placements for your readings there, but check your whole chart there, Cancer. See how that changes, and changes your progress in your journey. And then I'm on over to my other channel, Alchemist 8. I do weekly videos, monthly ones, yearly ones. I'm actually getting ready to start doing Aquarius's birthday or monthly readings here soon. So that's going to be excited for Aquarius season. And so check that out, Cancer. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here so I can get you out of here, Cancer. Got the Six of Pentacles here. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, as you go along your journeys, paying attention to where you're putting your resources in. And your resources can be your money, your time, your energy, your, you know, just all of that. Where are we putting that into, and how is this changing? You know, are we making progress towards our dreams, or are we getting in our way, or in keeping ourselves stuck in a sense? You know, or is there some sort of fear, you know, as to why we're not making a move, and to explore why there is that fear, you know, and then pay attention to how we may have giving something more power than than is real there, Cancer. Capricorn energy is about authority, and again, they are about that sense. There is an awareness of time that comes in with Capricorn being Saturn ruled. And you know, Cancer, even just kind of thinking, let me get your oracle card, because I mentioned this yesterday too, where the dispositor of oh, interesting, it's very Empress, but the dispositor of the where the moon's at, Venus, is in Sagittarius, and so this is a great time too to try something new with this energy, form new relationships even, as we're making space, coming in, what kind of group is going to be supporting us going forward there. But I like your oracle card here, Cancer, because you got the sacred feminine here, and this is a card of creation, receptive, and nurture. And that's where I feel, and I like this, how she has the lunar cycles floating above her head here, and how the full moon is I like that, activating at her third eye there, Cancer. I do feel this the our progress and where we're going is changing there, Cancer, and I feel like it is being receptive to where your higher forces are wanting you to go. When you ask yourself this way or that, listen to what resonates with you, where deep down, where's your higher self. Is it wanting you to start that business? Is it wanting you to create something? Is it wanting you to nurture yourself, take care of yourself? Is it wanting to start a new routine? Does it want you to get more active? And again, whatever that means, it this change in progress translates differently for everyone, and that's where I feel is the really important thing when you think about the moon being in Libra, is that keeping that sense of self and nurturing that sense of self and being receptive to your needs as well there, Cancer, and what you want to create. That no one can tell you. We can guide and we can suggest, but as far as what action do you, which you want to go this way or that way, you got to go your way, and however you interpret that, Cancer. And so, and I feel there's a lot of vulnerability in that sort of acceptance there, Cancer, in that sort of being receptive like that. So sit with that energy, Cancer. It's a strong thing to meditate on. So I'm with it, Cancer. I think I'm going to leave that there. So you stay safe out there with all this change, and pay attention to, Cancer, again, really mark the progress that you do make along the way, because that matters. Because when we just see just all of the ways that we've just been burdened, in a sense, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands here, it gets to that isn't that that is a tough way to do this journey. It doesn't sound enjoyable, but you chart this progress and see how you have grown and how you will continue to grow. And keep eyes on the moon, Cancer. She's getting to this place of where, we were in this growth, and now she's letting things go, and to go to receive new downloads from the sun to pass along to our subconscious to process. So, yeah, be receptive to those lunar and solar influences there, the planetary. It's fascinating, Cancer. And I will catch. I'm still trying to formulate these bigger thoughts here too. On the next one, tomorrow, Venus Day.